Key testimony today from a man who was armed alongside Kyle Rittenhouse the night he shot 3 men, killing 2. On the stand, that witness said one of the men shot was belligerent, but not a threat. All week long, our Charlie DeMar has been in the courthouse. He joins us live from Kenosha. And Charlie, jurors also heard emotional testimony today.
Erica, good afternoon. The first week of the trial has wrapped up, and outside on the steps of the courthouse is Jacob Blake's uncle and a number of supporters who are rallying for the 2 people who were shot and killed by Kyle Rittenhouse. Inside the courtroom, the jury for the first time heard from loved ones of those 2 victims. Jason Lakowski was armed in Kenosha during a night of unrest in August 2020. He was there to protect businesses from being damaged. Just like Kyle Rittenhouse, they met for the first time that night.
He introduced himself, that is his name. He said that he was an EMT.
Does anybody need medical? Anybody need medical?
Lakowski also came across Joseph Rosenbaum, who was released from a hospital earlier that day. Rosenbaum was bipolar and taking medication, according to his fiancée. Lakowski described him as one of the most aggressive people in the crowd, at one point asking to be shot.
He had asked very bluntly to shoot him. He did a few what I would call false stepping, which is making a step to entice somebody to do something.
Did you consider him a threat?
No.
Did you feel that he posed any danger to you or anyone else?
No.
But attorneys for Rittenhouse argue the teen did feel threatened later that night by Rosenbaum and shot him in self-defense. Rosenbaum unsuccessfully lunged for his gun. The night of the shootings, Rittenhouse and a team of self-appointed peacekeepers guarded a used car lot. But the owner of the car business testified that he never invited Rittenhouse or anyone for help.
Did you ever have any discussions that day with anyone about protecting or guarding either of the Car Source locations or Car Doctor?
No, sir.
Do you know, or have you ever heard of a person by the name of Kyle Rittenhouse?
No, I have.
And for much of the afternoon, the jury heard from several police officers who were working the nights of unrest here in Kenosha. Next week, the jury will also hear from Gage Grosskreutz. He was the man who was shot by Kyle Rittenhouse. Of course, he survived that shooting. Jury expected to hear his testimony early next week. We are live in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Charlie DeMar, CBS 2 News.
Thank you, Charlie. And when the big moments happen, you can watch them live on our streaming network, CBS in Chicago. Download our CBS Chicago app right now, available on your phone and smart TV.